Now, for the reason I brought you into this call is there's going to be some new projects that we're working on here. I kind of wanted your thoughts on the gaming aspect of things and what I sent you the script as well as
Yeah.
I sent it to quite a few other people. Now I'm not good at commentary. I really ain't. So I kind of want your thoughts on what this project really can do.
Um, well, firstly, what it can do is we can branch it out to videos like episodes, and I would say probably let's talk about like one console at a time, and break down the video games that were popular for that console itself, or we could just do like I don't know, like an hour long topic. Basically, I don't know what you wanted to do, but that's what I was thinking. Maybe just do the episodes so we can pretty much just elaborate on everything.
See, the initial goal when I started the script was what I was thinking was like each generation of the consoles and how we got to what we're at now.
Yeah,
So
that could work too.
what we're at now being the games as a service being the main pushing point, the main selling point of everything from consoles to games to even even in the mobile market. We see that being
Yeah.
heavily implemented. So that was my original thought. And then I'm like, maybe I should, discuss with the other, contributors here that are on the gaming end of things. And
Yeah.
I liked what you were talking about with like breaking it down console by console because I can make this into an entire series.
That's what I was trying to get at. You could not I'm not trying to say milk it, but you can, just break it down like you said into a series, and it could be more easier to locate things as certain episodes and stuff.
Exactly. And with the amount of resources we have here, with everybody that's from different generations of gaming, like Noble, I know you're in the call. I see you there.
Yeah. Noble's I think he's on mute. I think
Yeah.
he's just listening to us right now, but that's fine.
Uh, with Noble being one of the older generations of gamers here, he could actually, reminisce about some of the stuff that he saw when he was younger. He can actually touch on everything from like the early generations of gaming to
Yeah.
what we're actually in now.
Lincoln Time, Mario World.
The Super Nintendo over there, you old bastard.
I can't say much. I got the SNES Classic sitting here on the desk.
Sega.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience that until later in my years. So I mean,
exactly. I'm just now building up the retro, collection, and that's why I wanted Kate to be a part of this, and I'm hoping she can still be a part of it for the most part, because I have an immense, asset there, having her, being a part of the retro sales part of the industry.
Speaking about retro, should we talk about the Retron? What was it? The Retron 3 that has like the Sega games, the fucking
oh my God,
Nintendo
dude.
games.
I
seen that thing.
I saw that as a fucking targeted ad because I was texting back and forth. I'm like, oh, I'm sure this will get picked up by the algorithm. Yep, here we go.
The Retron 3.
I was talking about to one of my friends, like I was looking at a bunch of Sega games that were at disc traders, and like, I know you have the Retron system, but does it play Sega? He's like, no. I'm like, great. Retron was the key word, and then I have a targeted ad not 20 minutes later on Facebook.
I was debating on getting on one of those. There's different models too, so I mean, there's one that like supports 2 consoles, and there's another one that supports 3. I think it's the 4th version.
Yep, and there's one that you can also utilize like an SD card, stick it in if you have like an ISO.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's what I've been utilizing is like for a lot of the for a lot of my emulation is like I have a lot of discs that are wearing out from my PS1 and my PS2. So there's a program on a PC where you can rip that into an ISO format and just mount it on an SD card, and like you can play that game still. But you can also keep it on the shelf. So I'm just like slowly ripping those onto like SD cards. Like I want to keep that disc at least playable, but I also want to be able to play the game and stream it. So I did that with my Spyro trilogy. I did that with a couple of the old Power Ranger games. Just to see if that was my test. I'm like, if this fucks up a disc, I don't give a shit if this breaks.
Wait, did you use the Elgato to play the Spyro game, or did you use something else, like a PC program?
I used Dolphin for GameCube.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I actually watched one of the Achievement Hunter streams, and I happened to be in Jeremy Dooley's Discord server. And I saw what he was utilizing. It was like ESPX3, and it's just literally a PS1 emulator. And you can
there's a couple of those.
And you can just map your controller to it. I have an old PS4 controller that no longer syncs to my console, but it will connect via USB. So I'm just like, fucking shit. I'm just sitting here playing Spyro.
Yeah, I know. At least that one didn't hit the fucking controller graveyard.
No, actually, it was one that shorted out when I moved. I don't know if I broke like the Bluetooth controller because it was packed poorly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I literally, if you hop in the Discord server, which links in the description, like, I actually have a controller graveyard.
Yeah, I seen that. That's why I was referencing it. I was like, holy crap. Davido smashed so many controllers out of rage. I think I've done like one or two, but
Trials is a motherfucker for the controller graveyard. That's why I quit doing Trials.
Oh, you're talking about Trials Destiny? Like Destiny oh my god. I tried Trials with like a bunch of my buddies and it was just like nope.
I was like I ended up rage quitting Trials completely in D2. I was like I can't. I can't do it anymore.
I went into my first lobby. We were literally like fresh meat players in D2, and all we seen were people decked out. The enemy team decked out with Trials gear. I'm like, what the fuck kind of balance is this crap? Like they're already geared out.
There is none. That's why
I was like,
I'm at the point where I have Destiny 2 on my hard drive. I'm debating on actually getting the DLC or waiting at this point. I'm like, I kind of want to play it, but I also kind of don't want Bungie to hoe me.
Yeah, that's why I'm just going to wait until all the DLC comes out so I can just, buy the whole thing for like, whatever, $60 again. But at least I'm getting all the DLC and shit. Because I did that last time with Destiny 2. Like, I actually, when I first played Destiny, I played it since the beta. I pre-ordered it. But when DLC came out, I never purchased the DLC. I stopped playing after the vanilla, you could say, and years down the road I came back to Destiny 1 when all the DLC was out, and I bought it during that time, and I actually had a really good time. I didn't have really any complaints.
The only thing I didn't complete in Destiny 1 was the final raid.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty fun raid. It wasn't hard like the one we currently have. I forgot what it was called. It's been so long since I played D2. What was it? The Leviathan raid. Yeah. And like when I did it with my friends, it's just overly complicated. Like you have to self-rely on yourself. Like everyone has to self-rely. So it's like you're taking the leadership role to a new level.
Yeah, it's literally, you are not only designated into the role depending on your class, but you're also designated as a self-leader to the point where you're actually fucked regardless of what you do. If one of you goes down...
Yep. It's very frustrating. Like, we were getting aggravated. Not, like, at someone's mistake, but at the fact that it's just so difficult that it doesn't even really give you a second chance to, like, even fuck up or anything. It's just, like...
It's utter ass.
It's ass.
So, what I'm thinking of doing is, in the next couple weeks, we can do an intro video to this new series. And then test the waters with it. What I want to touch on, and Noble, if you're available for that, I know you're still in the call. I'd like to actually touch on like the first generation of gaming, all the way to like the Atari like 2600.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
And then continue the waters from there, like touching on from like the NES down to like the potentially PS1.
Yeah.
And then break it down, because I don't want to milk this series completely, but I also want to break this down into like what the generations really were,
Mm-hmm.
and have enough stuff to actually discuss to make this roughly what we were at now, like 55 minutes to like an hour.
Yeah. Actually, I was thinking about it. What era do you want to stop at? Like the one we're currently at right now, like PS4, Xbox One, and all that stuff?
And then leave enough room to speculate for the future, because we're obviously on the
Okay.
brink of like having the PS5 and whatever they name the next fucking Xbox. Who knows at this point?
Xbox 2. Something stupid like that.
I would
But,
not
well,
be surprised.
I was interested on the topic that we're elaborating because during the the PS2 era and the Xbox era, we can also talk about how the internet collided with the PS2 and the Xbox era, like like Xbox Live, and because PlayStation 2 also had the that internet aspect. I forgot what it was called. Play Online, I believe it was
Mhm.
called. I actually played a couple of games like Godzilla on there. It was actually pretty fun. It was fucking weird though, but
It was
same thing
very
with
weird.
and same thing with Xbox Live, where they had the voice changing, the masking. They had the basics of like playing on Xbox Live and stuff. Like I was playing like Halo 2 and stuff. So
Did you ever glitch the entirety of the map on Halo 2?
yeah, I have on the actually I've glitched maps on Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3. I tried ODST, but I wasn't really interested in ODST. It's a good game, but I didn't really care for it much. Reach. There's a glitch in Reach where you can break the map. One of the
Yep.
maps. Halo 5, not much. It's pretty much. It's not. It's. I don't know. It's just because I guess 343 made it better than Bungie. Whatever.
I still have a bone to pick with 343. Making it a fucking esports game.
I mean, I thought it was fine. I don't know about you, but what do you think about it, David?
My issue is they made it. What really made Halo unique was like the ability to methodically place, where you're at.
Yeah.
And you can actually strategically, carry out whatever fucking kind of kit you want to utilize. You can actually think about how you're going to play the game. In Halo 5, they fucked that all up.
Are you talking about like kits like in Reach where they have the overshields and stuff?
You
like,
could, like, Reach was a pinnacle of multiplayer to me. Like, you could plan everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had, for when I'm going to be, like, defense, like, I had my fucking shields, I had all that good shit. And then when I want to be an asshole, I had the fucking rifle and the fucking, assault.
Oh, man.
And then the pistol, I'm like, I'm gonna fuck you up no matter what. And pop, pop, pop.
You know the people that use the warthogs, and you have the people using the overshields. They just smack right into them, and they fucking explode. I'm just like, you dumbass.
Yep.
Like they'll like in Capture the Flag games, I actually witnessed someone having like. They were in the Warthog with the flag, and then this enemy dude just pops his overshield, blows up the Warthog, and we return our flag. I'm like, what would you do?
I was that much of an asshole in Reach. I really was. It was so intricate, really. And then now you see, 343 try to make it into a marketable approach of like, yeah, we can do esports just like they can. We can be Call of Duty. And
pretty much.
It's weird.
Well, I get where you're going from the esports perspective, because from Halo 5, from the rest of the Halo games in the franchise, they tone up the speed in the game. It feels more fast-paced. They add that traditional ADS in it, so I know where you're coming from there. Like, they have the aiming down the sights. It's faster paced. When it comes to damage ratio, it's almost the same, I guess. But it's not like you're floaty like in Halo 3 where you jump around like you're a spaceman or something. It's more realistic, I guess you could say.
It really is, and that's kind of what ruined like the pacing for me. Is like I tried to be methodical and all the others, and that's why I was like, throughout like all the Halos, I was like, I'm a fucking god here.
Yep.
And then I walked into 5, and I'm like, I'm fucking fodder.
I mean, I was the same way. Like, I'm still good at Halo 5, but when I play Halo 3, I can feel the difference big time. Like, I am actually better than, like, Halo 3 than I am in 5, because it's more, it just feels like you have more time to develop more tactics, and you're not rushed into battle, like in Halo 5 and stuff. And plus, there's these super weapons that you get in Halo 5, and people love to spend them on the first go, and they like to whack you with them and just kill you. It's just like that's what I hated about Halo 5 was the weapon cards. Like, people were shitting out energy sword weapon cards on their first go, and it was just so annoying when people were trying to take over bases and stuff, because there was always a person using an energy shield and an overshield and just fucking beating the shit out of people. It was like, oh, fucking like, yeah, that's one of my gripes I had against, Halo 5.
I had like the beam rifle and all that. Just, I'm getting sniped from halfway across the fucking map. I'm like, fuck this.
Hits home button.
Yep. I'm just like, I'm done. I have on like Reach like 300 plus hours of gameplay, and then on Halo 5 I'm like 5.
Oh my god, I think I have like months in Halo 5. I'm talking like hour-wise. I have months in that game, which is actually pretty sad.
See, I hopped onto the Xbox One like last year, so.
Oh wow.
So I was on PS4 for the longest time. I just waited because I knew Microsoft would pull the same damn thing that they always do with releasing a slim model. And like, so with the Xbox, I'm like, I'll wait till the Xbox Slim. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Because I went through originally with the Xbox 360. I went through like 3 red ring models.
Oh yeah. Did you have like the arcade versions and stuff? Those are pretty shitty.
I had the arcade version for the first one. Then I actually splurged my my first actual like paycheck for the 200 or like 120, whatever the original base white model was.
250 gigabytes or something like that.
It was something weird. I splurged for that thing, and then that had a red ring. Send it in. Got that MSR red ring again. I'm like, fuck it. So I went to the PS3 and then stayed there, and then I actually went back to the 360 with the R2D2 model, because I'm like, I don't care if it shits out. I'm still a Star Wars fan.
Actually, there's a model that's actually really good. I've had it for years. It's the black model. It's a 250 gigabyte. It's the later model that came out, and it's really good. It's not an Elite. It's just a regular black 250 gig one, and I've had that for years. It's never red ringed on me, but I will say something. I've had an arcade one, and it has red ringed before, so that was a big downfall for like Xbox and Microsoft. Like, their early stage Xbox 360s would always shit the bed, and you'd have people on YouTube like make videos of like, hey, put a towel under it or something so it doesn't like fry.
Or use thermal paste here that's made for the PC, and like I'm not performing open heart surgery on my damn Xbox. Fuck that.
Yeah, there was one person that's like stick a fork in the fucking not the outlet, but near like a hole connector. I'm like, what?
Strangely enough, I had a friend that did that and it fucking worked. And I'm like,
I know, it's an odd method.
I'm like, you're insane, but that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it worked.
As long as
it's never worked for me, but yeah.
It's really weird. Wow, that's wow, we have messages in the chat.
Got one from Fing Fam.
Fing Fang Boom.
Noble. Bing Bong Boom. From
Bing
Marvel.
Bong.
It's a dragon.
I'm telling them we're almost done here. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing with that. And then the other major reason why we're filming this is you'll notice I'm actually wearing a headset right now. if you're watching the live recording, it's pretty much twofold. The main reason being is when we actually we're doing the test live stream on Twitch. I've been playing God of War 2018. Fantastic game, by the way.
Is that the actual name of the game? Are they doing it like, are they doing the how like Mortal Kombat 9, which was like Mortal Kombat 2011?
Yeah, I'm just calling it 2018 because there's a less argument there. It's the reboot, if you want to call it a reboot, but it still ties into all the other fucking God of War games for some fucking reason.
It's a great reboot, though.
It really is. Dad and boy, I've seen it memed as.
Oh my god, I've seen it all over the place. Dance together. Boy.
Forget your child's name.
Boy. That is great.
But I've been playing that on Twitch, and Red noticed that there was a lot of echo in my live stream. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I haven't ever really got this method to actually work properly in OBS.
Didn't you get like 89 views?
Yeah, I got like 89 views on it right now.
Oh, that's good.
I'm actually surprised that I have that many views. That's the first one since my Rainbow Six drunk stream, which I don't remember half of.
Because you were drunk.
Because you were drunk.
But that's the most views I got since then, so I was like, that's great. Thanks for viewing it, if you viewed it.
It was a milestone.
It was, that actually, the drunk stream disappeared from my Twitch channel. Don't know why that happened, but it happened.
They're like, oh, David's drinking while playing games?
I think it was more or less the fact that you can't inflict punishment via donation anymore.
Oh.
That was something that a lot of the wonderful Achievement Hunter people that are borderline alcoholics like me kind of noticed that they were getting like notices from Twitch like, hey, you can't do this anymore. So
yeah, makes sense.
It really does. It's like, we don't condone that kind of activity, but if you do it on your own, you're on your own.
You're on your own, pretty much. Like when I watched like a couple of their videos, and all you could see is just mugs of beer everywhere. I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah, like the off topics, you constantly see like mugs of beer.
I mean, their setup looks good too. So yeah. I mean,
that's kind of what I would love to have eventually for the podcast. Is like this wonderful like professional studio. Like,
it will happen eventually.
Not necessarily saying like a bar setup, but like at least, you know, being able to all be in the same room and not have to chop audio and everything post production.
I have a feeling someone's drink would get spiked. It'd probably be Thurman's, and he'd be like just like drooling over the fucking set.
You don't need to spike my drink. It's like 2 or 3 drinks, and I'm dead.
So you're Matt Bragg. Okay, that's good to know. Passes you in 151.
Well, not dead, but you know.
You're trying to talk to Thurman. He's slurring his. And he's just
hey
like,
guys, Austin's going.
Let's talk about Black Clover.
But yeah, so like you notice that there's no echo from anybody else that's in the call right now. It's because all of their audio is passing through this while being recorded.
So you mean through the headset?
Yep. So that's the first video that came out like this was the Promised Neverland discussion for Chapter 85.
Which is a very popular pick from our YouTube channel.
It really is, and I see the comments right now as I'm recording this. We will get to them.
Are they bad comments?
One is a bit of a criticism, one of them is an actual question. I'm kind of used to Q-Manique. I'm kind of used to Q-Manique, if I'm pronouncing your name properly. You know, kind of, you know, debating with us. It's fine. We enjoy your comments. But, yeah, we see them. We'll get to them as soon as we can. A lot of this is going in the bucket for this week. After this is done, we're going to be filming Thurman and Red's video. We're also going to be filming a potential death battle tonight if, you know, 2 contributors are available. So
I think Noble said he's going to be available.
So yeah, we can have either a red versus Thurman one. We can have a Noble versus Thurman. We can have Noble versus Red. We can have all that.
Noob it.
We're like the only three who actually do it.
Well, I mean, Ryan could do it if he would actually get in the fucking chat for once in his goddamn life.
Ryan, this is a wake-up call. You need to get in here.
Like, I've tried at this point. Like, that's why I've actually.
Wasn't he in one though?
He was in one.
Yeah, he was in only one.
He was also in the beta one as well.
And that was the worst one I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
He was in the beta one as well, but his audio was so fucking bad that we couldn't even utilize it.
Ooh.
And then the other beta one was the Scaramouche versus Kenshi one.
Which
Was
was
it?
me versus Chris.
Yeah, and somehow we lost the ending to it.
Oh, it was that videos. Wasn't that the one you had to scrap?
Yep. There's two we've had to scrap for the death battles. There's also a podcast we had to scrap. And something I've been talking to this Etrovic in the server for. Who's also going to be a new contributor for one of our podcasts down the road.
Mr. Go-See over there.
Keep in mind, I have a. Oh wow, this thing is downloading super fast. Well, I'm playing Black Ops 2.
Oh god.
Good luck.
Yeah, those backwards compatibles, especially Black Ops 1, is pretty shitty on their servers.
Not to mention how modded it is, right?
Yeah, it's like walking into an AIDS-infested house.
It's pretty fucking bad. I hopped in one match and I'm like, nope, that's nothing but aimbots.
Aimbot, like the guy, you'll be shooting the guy and he'll be in the opposite direction, and then he'll just like turn around and straight up headshot you. I'm just like, oh, what?
But yeah,
I've had that happen.
Yeah, I have too. It's pretty fucking bad. Did you get dope shots 619?
Actually, that happens in Black Squad too. They have hackers on Black Squad, but you know the company's just like, I don't know, it's just a PC game, let it go.
Yep, it's just a PC game. Yeah, PUBG it.
PUBG, camping in corners.
So the next final bit for this before we go into that is like May 7th is going to be a live stream on the channel. It's technically my birthday, so I wanted to do something special for the viewers, and a lot of the contributors have actually been here since the beginning and kind of take a trip down memory lane and reminisce about what we've done, how we've grown as a channel, and also we're going to be revealing a couple of the projects that have been being worked on, and possibly I might just air the audio track from one of our videos that we're working on right now.
Okay.
So
sounds good.
So Justin, if you're available that day, Thurman, you said
what day is it?
It will be next Monday or Tuesday, May 7th, whatever day that is.
Next Monday or Tuesday. I should be. What time do you guys plan on doing it?
Our live streams are anywhere from 3 p.m. to like 5 p.m. So it's just like whenever we can actually hop all in here. Thurman, you were talking about if you were ready. I don't know who joined the call. That's Noble. If you're ready on May 7th, available there. We can have
if I don't have work, I should be able. Actually, I'll actually that's next week, right? I think I have work on Tuesday because I'm off Monday of that day.
Monday is the 7th, by the way.
Yeah, I'm off Monday unless my boss decides to change my schedule like she does all the time.
Now, I could be at work on Monday or Tuesday, but the thing is, I usually get out at a good time. I get out like around 2:30ish, so I can still make it around the 3 and 5 hour clocks. So I should be fine on my end either way.
Awesome. So thank you guys for joining in this little Azazels Den update and basically a mini discussion video. And until next time, Planet Unity. Peace.
Later. Thanks for having me.
Yep.